So you want to make your hub convert. Let's talk about what your hub is. So really, it all starts with a great website. I still believe that after doing this for 11 years, that people, they may find you on different channels, but they eventually all go to your website at one point or another. And so you really want that thing to convert leads well. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So right now, is your website set up to convert leads? Okay, here's an example of a client site. And we're going to point out some fundamental basics that you should really have on your web pages. You want a strong call to action. Here, we've actually put two. We've got free estimates and then 10% off military and veterans. They get a discount. We have a video straight from the owner. So this helps establish rapport. People want to see the owner. Now, I was talking on the phone with a business owner the other day, and he was worried about putting his face on the site because then he thought that the customers would constantly be calling him and so on. It really doesn't work that way. People don't expect the business owner to be answering the phone. That's something that can be delegated out to an office manager, receptionist, and so on. So really, they just want to see that whoever is running the show, whoever is the captain of the ship, that they're willing to stand behind their business and see things through. And you as the business owner, if you're willing to step up and do that and put yourself on the front page of your site and so on, that speaks volumes. And you'll notice that a lot of fence companies, they don't do that. They don't even show their crews. And so that's a huge missed opportunity. We also have an instant online quote tool. You'll see the black box, rectangular box in the middle of the screen. That brings them to a My Salesman page to get an instant online quote. You will also see below the video another Get a Fast Quote button. So this thing is set up to convert leads. The phone number, big bold print, top right. You'd be amazed how many websites we've seen over the years where they don't even list the phone number on the front page of the site, or it's in small print and you have to search for it. And then reviews. Reviews are one of the biggest sales tools that you have. And so if you don't have a system in place, you need to get one. Reviews are the new currency of the internet. It's here to stay. And there's been major studies by Nielsen Research on this, that 70% of people look at the reviews and 90% make their buying decision based on those reviews. So reviews matter. So I showed you a desktop website, but half of your traffic for people finding you online is actually going to be coming from mobile devices. We're in a mobile age. It's here to stay. It's going to continue to grow. Mark my words, within the next 10 years, local businesses are all going to be searched from smart devices. So here we have the mobile site. We have the Get a Quote button right there, set it up to convert. We have the call to action with an offer. We have the video to keep them on the mobile site page. We have a little call now button. So another missed opportunity is that most fence companies, they may have a phone number on the mobile site, but then you gotta, again, hunt for it. It's not in plain view, or it's not a click to call button. And most people, I mean, try it yourself. Try to go on a website, and if the phone number is not click to call, then you got to try and remember the phone number and go back and type it in. It's very hard to do. It's very hard to remember the 7 digits. So the best thing to do is just put a little call now button, and this way people can click on it and call you. And how we set it up is no matter where they scroll down the page, that call now button is always there on every page. You just push it, and there you go. You get them on the phone. And then we have, again, the reviews. How we do it, how we recommend you do it, is your reviews are your money. And for every review you get, that's just going to be more money in the bank for you, exponentially. So we like to show those above the fold, top of the page. We don't want people hunting for reviews. They're in plain sight no matter where. So can conversion optimization really have an impact? Here's a client. The website that they started off with is on the left. And then after, here's what their website looks like now. And it's had a huge impact. They went from having pretty much no leads on the internet whatsoever to getting hundreds of contact forms per year, hundreds of calls. So this stuff does work. And right there you can see the call now, top right, very easy in plain sight. They have a huge special on the front, and then they have a contact form right there above the fold. They've got a video on the front page with a vehicle wrap van. And then, of course, they have their reviews, 5-star reviews displayed right above the fold. So we have this right here is our Ultimate Fence and Gate Company website conversion machine. And if you want a copy of this, just go ahead and type in the chat that I want a copy, and I'll make sure to get you one emailed out. But this is essentially a checklist of how to ensure your website has all the top converting aspects it should have. Your call to action, your click to call on your phone. It really is a nice checklist for you to make sure your website is set up to convert leads, that it's set up for SEO, and so on. So is your website set up for conversion? Does it speak to your target avatar? Does it address their fears and frustrations and speak to why they should choose you? Does it have real, authentic images of your team to the homepage and throughout the site? Another missed opportunity that we see is a lot of fence companies just go with stock images. And that's really not a way to make yourself memorable, to build your brand, and set yourself apart from the competition. Because people see right through the stock images. They know that it's not your work. So you're better off using real images of your team and your work. Do you include video elements on your website? Do you have a welcome video? Do you have videos for each of your services? Videos explaining why someone should contact you versus the competition? Does it showcase your online reviews more prominently on the homepage with like a tool like Nearby Now, Birdeye, Review Buzz? We also have our own, which I was showing you before. Does it make it easy for them to take action and get in contact with your company? So get the basics in order. Phone number in the top right corner. Ensure that your website has a web form that customers can fill out, or better yet, if you're getting a large abundance of leads and want to filter that out, use a tool like My Salesman to have them draw out their fence and get a quote right on the spot. Add credibility with authority symbols like Better Business Bureau, if you remember, Angie's List. If you have those super service awards, put those, you want those near the top of the fold. So if you have like a large slider image on your site, right below that, you want to have your trust seals. Are there calls to action on each page to ensure they speak to your customer avatar and tell them exactly what to do next? So keep in mind, as time goes by, you're building out, hundreds of web pages for your business, and usually people, that have their act together, they at least want that home page looking great. But what happens if someone finds you on search through one of your other web pages? We see that a lot of times those pages aren't set up to convert. So you want to make sure that your supplemental pages also are set up to convert well. And then are you going to give them the opportunity to engage with you via chat? So you can put live chat on your site. One that we use that's really effective is Facebook Messenger. It's free. You can just embed it on your website, and a lot of people will engage with you that way for a quote. So what 3 conversion elements will you implement on your website in 2020? Let me hear from you. This is an interactive webinar. Bob, Susie, Dave, Gerald. We have a couple people on Facebook, I see. Harvey, what are you guys going to implement for 2020 on your website? Harvey says click to call. Awesome, good for you. Susie's going to add a special. Great for you, Susie. All right. Making some headway. So, takeaways. What did you learn? What did you notice? What would you like to share? Anyone feel free to share what their takeaways are. How about you, Dave? What takeaways are you getting from this? Cindy says she needs to redo her website. All right, Cindy.